So in this video, I want to talk about something that kind of concerns me when it comes to AI. And to be honest, it's not so much about AI itself or what you can do with it, but more because of all these fearful and worrying thoughts of so many music composers and music producers. And don't get me wrong here, I know there will be some very challenging times ahead of us. But to be honest, when wasn't it like this? I'm also aware that AI is an entire different thing. It's not like analog versus digital photography, or writing with pen and paper and making use of real orchestras versus writing on the digital audio workstation and working with sample libraries. And just to set this right, this is a very sensitive topic. I'm not talking about that something is better than the other. I'm just talking about the progress of technology. I mean, I'm just guessing here, but I would say that AI will probably be the biggest shift in humanity ever. So what I want to do in this video is take away this fear a little bit away from you guys. We always face problems. There is always something, even if there wouldn't be AI, there would be always something we would be worrying about. Real orchestras versus sample libraries. Multi-sampled sample libraries versus loop libraries. Even before all that happened, drum machines versus real drummers. Autotune on vocals. And all of these thoughts of competition. Oh my God, there are millions of composers that are capable to take my job away. So why even bother at all? You know, we all know that it ends in the same way for each and every one of us. So let's take things a little bit more into the positive direction. What always helps me a lot is to realize that my mind or my brain is a huge trash bin to around 80 to 90%. I mean, think about it. From the moment you wake up in the morning, you have all these negative thoughts shooting at you constantly. There is this bill to pay. I have to do my taxes. Will I be able to pay my rent in 3 months from now? I made this little mistake 7 or 10 or 15 or 32 years ago. And now, additionally to all of these things, we have AI standing in front of our door. So I want to ask this serious question. Why do we worry so much about things that didn't happen yet? Why do we waste so much energy about stuff that just exists in our brain? And I know AI is real. I'm just talking about our constant apocalyptic imaginary scenes in our brain. So I'm sharing all of your worries, but when you have fallen down, no matter physically or psychologically, it is very important to experience and live that pain. But at some point you have to realize that you have to make the best out of the situation. So at this point I want to share a little personal experience. I don't want to go too much into medical terms and all that, but when I was 3 years old, doctors discovered a cholesteatoma in my right ear. And the only possible solution was surgery. However, 44 years ago, surgery was a little bit more like being on a butcher's table. And the only solution was to remove my eardrum and the auditory ossicles. So in other words, from now on, I was deaf on my right ear. At the age of 13, I had another surgery where they successfully reconstructed an artificial eardrum. No, nothing related to cyberware or something. And also during this 10-year period, 2.5 of my auditory ossicles grew back. So at this time, doctors were also able to recreate that half bit of that one ossicle that was missing. Dog is bored already. Anyway, end of story. Around about 30% of my hearing has been recovered, but that's it. Far away from stereo. But here I am, a professional composer, having worked for Two Steps from Hell, Mick Gordon, Trevor Morris, Sarah Brightman. And most important, every one of us, including you, has a story like this to share. So back to point, undeniably AI is progressing, advancing, becoming better each day, becoming more implemented into our life every day. And even though you like it or not, but AI will play a major role in our life in the future. And even though if you are worried about AI, just realize that the current state you are in doesn't say anything about the situation that you will be in the future. And if you turn that into an opportunity, into something positive that you will make out of this, things will become way easier. And who knows, maybe you turn this thing into an amazing opportunity or a brilliant business idea. So bringing this to an end, my main point is that you should rewire and reprogram your thinking into something positive. We have to accept that if something negative happens, it will happen anyway. Your worries doesn't change this. The more you think about this, it doesn't matter. The only thing that effectively happens here is that you waste a lot of energy that you could use otherwise. What matters is your attitude towards the future and what you will make out of it. So what do you think about this entire topic of AI? Just let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for your precious time. Thanks so much for checking out this video. Leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and see you soon. Bye for now.